Well, hello. I'm so glad you clicked play on this video because that means that you've officially launched your Mary Kay business. You've invited your near and dears and you've pampered really those who are closest to you in your life. And so I just want to tell you, congratulations. It's such a beautiful place to be. And I remember after my launch party feeling a little bit like I'm excited. I want to keep going. I want to keep selling. I even would like to grow my team. I just don't really know what my next steps are from here. Like, what do I do next? How do I keep winning? And, I think the biggest thing in your business is winning, 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 and just really getting tangible wins, small wins over and over and over until you can win to where you're really winning and earning the really big things. And I remember mentioning that in your very first welcome video that you watched of, our mission is going to be for you to win in bite-sized pieces. And I remember promising you that I was not going to overwhelm you with a bunch of information, but really that I was going to support you step by step. And so that's what we're going to do. I'm so excited. So, first thing, I have a little list here of things I want to share with you. So, the first thing is I want you to be thinking about what do you want for your next win to be? Like, really, like think in your seat, like, where do I want to win next? Where do I want to win? Where do I want to win next? Like, what am I going to do next? Like, think about it, like really get in there and like think about like what do I want? What do I want next? What is my next win going to be? And really identifying that is a huge part of your next steps. So, I want to talk to you a little bit about your list of what to do next. So the first thing is extremely simple, and what it's going to be is you've probably already filled in the Google form of your after launch party checklist, where it really goes through all the things of your next steps of fulfilling the CDS orders, or mailing out the orders from your inventory, or making sure that everybody got their product if your party was in person, and of course following up with those who were unable to attend is extremely important. So your next steps from here are really going to be for us to hone in on your power start. So you may be wondering, what is a power start? So I am going to briefly explain this when we hop back on the phone, but I wanted you to have this information. So your power start is doing 30 faces in your first 30 days. And this is really where you can be a really big winner in Mary Kay, because seeing 30 faces, our business, it's so mathematical and not emotional, which is the reason why your Voxer challenge, the first few messages are on emotional management, because Mary Kay really is such a mathematical business. And so seeing 30 faces is going to be super important. So what your next step is going to be to literally just make a list of everyone in your life with skin. I remember after my launch party, I'll never forget where I was sitting. I was sitting at my mom's kitchen counter, and I was just looking at my mentor. And before I started Mary Kay, I was actually scooping ice cream for $6.75 per hour. And I remember looking at her and saying, I'm going to go back scooping ice cream because I don't know what to do next. And mind you, I had two team members, I had a $500 launch party, and I just literally didn't know what to do. I didn't know who to contact, what to say if I did contact them, how to approach it in a genuine way. I just didn't even know what to do. And maybe you feel that way, like, okay, what the heck? What do I do now? What do I do now? So from here, you're going to want to make a list of just everyone that you know with skin. I'm talking like if you went to middle school with her, if you would be upset if somebody else were to facial her or recruit her, put her on that list. Think about if you were to get married, who would be in your bridal party? Who would come to your reception? Who was your favorite second grade, third grade, fourth grade, fifth grade teacher? Who was your best friend in elementary school? Who were your college ride or dies? Like, just think big. Who do you work with? Who's your hairstylist? Who does your nails? Who does your lashes if you get your lashes done? Who cuts your kids' hair? Who is the coach of your kids' teams in your life? People who you do life with, and even people that you used to do life with in another season of your life. Just think really, really big, like to the point of making a list of 100 people. So just when you think, oh my gosh, I've created a list of everybody I know, I want you to think even deeper, like, okay, who do I see at the gym? Who are the referrals that I got from my launch party? They can go on this list as well. So just think big, and just the sky's the limit. So don't Don't stop until you have a big juicy list. So what we're going to do next after that is I'm going to show you what your next steps are going to be here. And we're going to hop back on the phone to really talk through this, but I at least wanted for you to be able to have the broad outline of what is this? Who am I contacting and what do I say, right? So it is very likely that you booked parties from your launch party. Does that sound familiar? And so I wanted to share with you what it looks like to be able to coach your hostess. And so this is a approach that she can use to actually invite her friends, because rather than her saying, "Hey, I'm hosting a Mary Kay party. Do you want to come?" It will really give your hostess that solidified verbiage of what it sounds like for her to be able to invite her near and dears to the party. And then you'll want to put together an aesthetic invitation. This is just a sample, an example of what that will sound like for you to be able to extend this to your hostess. And you'll want to let your hostess know that you're going to need her guest list in about a week in advance at least. If it's virtual, 10 days in advance is best. And then the next thing is going to be, we're going to really focus in on booking those ladies that you make on your list. So you can see here, there's an approach for seeing your first 30 faces. There's a face model approach. So those are all listed here along with what we say when we call referrals and what we say when we text our referrals as well, along with an outline of after you get a yes. And what I love about our business is it's so easy. Literally, conversations repeat themselves over and over and over. So when you get a yes, when somebody says, "Yes, I would absolutely love to book," you follow the exact same template every single time. And it sounds so simple. It sounds like, "Girl, I'm so excited. That sounds awesome. Can I ask you a few questions to personalize your makeover?" And, you'll ask her, "Is your skin dry, normal, combination, or oily? And do you feel that, if you could change one thing about your skin, what would you want to change?" And before you even ask her the makeover questions, you will certainly want to set a date with her. And when you set the date, it's important to treat yourself like a doctor's office. And so what that could sound like is, "I have availability on Saturday, February 10th at 10 a.m. and Monday, February 12th at 5 p.m. Which of those days and times are best for you?" And so the key is when you're communicating back and forth to get a booking, think of it like when your boyfriend or your husband or your significant other, or if you're not dating anyone, think of it like when your parents were pursuing one another. It's like they're always asking a question, right? There's always a question of, "When's the next date? When's the next date?" There's always a question to be able to keep the conversation going when you meet someone special, isn't there? And so booking is the same way. So after she says yes, you give her those availabilities, ask her which is best for you, and then you guys will book a time. And then you ask her, "Can I ask you some questions to customize your makeover?" So you're just asking questions. Think of dating, think of love. Okay, we're going back and forth. It's a push and it's a pull, right? It's just a smooth rhythm of conversation that feels natural and relational and organic. And then to get her to invite more friends once you have her booked, what that sounds like is, "Oh my goodness, Susie, well, I have this huge goal of seeing 30 faces in my first 30 days. And I just thought of you. And I wanted to ask if you'd be willing to have a friend or two join you to help me with my contest. And of course, there will be freebies involved." So that's what it sounds like to book. So your next steps from here are to continue the Voxer challenge. It's likely that you're on day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, somewhere in there in your Voxer challenge with the timeline of your launch party. And so continuing into the Voxer challenge, creating your list of these ladies and staying plugged into our community. Come to Monday Mingle Night, stay plugged in, stay in the community, and just stay plugged in. I'll never forget attending my weekly success meetings with my sales director when I was brand new. And it's what kept me afloat. It's what kept me alive. It's what kept me in this to win it. So we're so excited for you. Congratulations on launching your Mary Kay business. And the best is truly yet to come for you. And we're so grateful to have you as a special part of our Sparkle National area. So thank you for watching. And I can't wait to be able to hop on the phone with you. Or if your director or recruiter sent this to you, she's excited to hop on the phone with you. That's for sure.